Guys, this video might be shorter or longer, I don't know, because I have a lot to say, but I'm only going to be talking about the ladies and the men's because that's the only thing that mattered at this competition, and believe me, that's all we need to talk about because so many things happened that I can't, you know what, let's just jump right into it, and very uncharacteristically, I'm gonna start with the ladies. At this competition, the first thing we need to talk about is Amber and Alyssa Liu, who I've just recently discovered I've been saying it wrong all along. It's not Liu, it's Lu. Sorry, Alyssa. Amber first, okay, she did not have great short. She literally looked traumatized, like fighting back tears the moment it was over. Like, I felt really bad. And then I felt even worse because the next day she announced that she was withdrawing from the competition due to, you guessed it, a positive COVID test. Did I mention this competition might have been a horrible idea? We'll get into it later on. There's been some debate about whether she had symptoms during the short, and maybe this is why her performance was the way that it was. But to my knowledge, she hasn't given any details regarding specifically when she started to feel bad. However, she did get 2 positive COVID tests. She even put it on her Instagram the second day of the competition. That means she already had it the day before, regardless of whether she was feeling bad or not. She also could mistake, her nerves for the symptoms. However, the fact that she definitely did have it during the short leads to a whole other slew of concerns regarding the safety of all the other athletes at this event. Like, US nationals definitely is going to become a super spreader of some sort, and considering the Olympics is so close and a positive test can literally deny any athlete of their Olympic dreams, not even mentioning the side effects that COVID can have on their body, this event seems like such a bad idea for Team USA the more I dwell on it. But yeah, Amber Glenn basically had an all-around bad competition, not just because she had a bad performance, but then because it literally ended tragically in a way that she couldn't even handle, and now she's gonna have that doubt for the rest of her life of whether, or did she do bad because she was sick? Because she literally was so confident beforehand that she even posted a video of her practicing on Twitter. Like, I had never seen Amber Glenn hype herself up that much, only to have it end up in flames with 2 positive COVID tests. Like, it was the worst ending ever. Then we need to talk about Alyssa and her new bangs took the ice. And in the weeks leading up to this event, Alyssa Liu has been making a lot of internet buzz, specifically because her fans and just figure skating fans in general are worried regarding some comments, some troll-like comments that she's been making about ending her figure skating career, treating it more like a hobby. And of course, these bangs that she has confirmed she cut herself had more people wondering if this action of cutting her own hair was also a sign of more erratic behavior or maybe emotional turmoil, or is it just a teenager who likes trolling people and making rash decisions like cutting their own bangs? We don't know. So I feel like a lot of people, including myself, were nervous/worried for Alyssa when she took the ice, not just because of her performance, but because we wanted to see how she was doing as a person. And of course, we were all hoping she'd have a clean program. And then she started the program with a fall, which, as you can imagine, put me and everybody else on edge. I imagine that also probably includes her. She ended up getting a nice enough score, but then the next day, you guessed it, on her Instagram story, she posted that she had gotten a positive COVID test, which means she had to withdraw. And also probably means that she, like Amber, was also positive the day before, but just didn't know it. Her statement reads, "Hi everyone, I have withdrawn from the free program due to a positive COVID test this morning. I am fully vaccinated, have been wearing my N95 mask, and got 2 negative test results before leaving Nashville. Things happen, unfortunately, but this is what it is. I'm thankful to US Figure Skating for taking extra precaution and having the necessary testing facilities to help keep everyone here as safe as possible. I'm feeling good physically and mentally, and I'm wishing all the girls good luck tonight. Thank you for the support." It's interesting that she added the mentally in there because she probably has seen online there's been a lot of concern for her mental health. But yeah, knowing that she took all the precautions and still ended up positive just makes me even more scared and terrified and worried for everybody else at this competition, especially considering that we already had 2 positive tests. And the competition wasn't even over. And the Olympics are right around the corner. Anyways, like, if Alyssa got it and she took every single precaution, everyone at this competition is like, you in danger, girl. Like, take extra precaution after getting off that plane to wherever you're going, because oh my god. And on top of that, Alyssa, who is the Federation's golden child, who have they been pushing for this Olympics since she won that national title at 13 and then has to withdraw from the nationals, sets her up on shaky ground for the Olympics. But then no, because we all know she was going to be sent anyways. And ding ding ding, confirmed, because today it was announced by the US Federation that the USA team is Mariah Bell, Chen, and Alyssa Liu. And if this is some sort of spoiler, I'm sorry that you watched my videos before the competition, bad choice, but also reflects pretty well on the results of this competition, which basically chose the Olympic team, because at this competition is where Mariah Bell solidified herself as a genuine serious contender for the Olympics. In first place, Mariah Bell. She was another girl with a freaking moment here. She had a clean performance during the short, and much like Kaori, she is loved by the Federation and the fans. So as soon as I saw she was clean, I just knew all she needed to do was also have a free that was clean, and she basically had it in her pocket, which is shocking because I didn't really have that much hope in Mariah Bell. I somehow felt like she was going to pull through, but I didn't think she was going to pull through at such a high level. I didn't see her leaving with a national title before this competition started, but she came here to prove herself, and damn, she did. Also, Adam Rippon being by her side definitely helps her in terms of not just getting hype, but also getting, the political machine on her side as well. Side note, I loved Adam's fits, like the monochrome orange outfit was just bringing fashion to the kiss and cry, and I appreciate it. Then her free, as I talk, she didn't have a flawless performance, but she did not fall, and it was cleanish. She had the audience in the palm of her hands, and that's basically all she needed to be sent. And that was also all we needed on the second day, because the second day was not as uplifting as the first day for some other skaters. Mariah Bell got the crowd to their feet and made us all forget that this event was possibly a horrible idea health-wise for everyone involved. And she did it. She got us on her feet, and she got herself a ticket to Beijing 2022. In second place, which a lot of people are arguing maybe should have been first place, is Chen, because she also had a clean short with energy and passion, and once again brought the crowd to its feet. And then the free, she also had a great free. This event had a lot of redeemable feel-good movie moments, and Chen and Mariah Bell were two of the main ones. She still ended up in second place, but you know what? She was still celebrating like she won the damn competition, because she knew immediately that that second place meant she had a ticket assured to 2022 Beijing, and she does. In third place, we had our international junior. I call her an international junior because here she's competing as a senior, but she's not eligible for the Olympics. And she was, to me, kind of like the moment of the competition. I feel like the entire crowd was just like, this is our future. This is what we're gonna look out for the rest. This was like a great debut for her to just the American public. And also right before her free, Mariah Bell picked up a literal block of ice, which left a huge hole on the ice. And again, super nervous. Like, can this competition let me breathe for a single second? The last thing we need at this competition is to have a freak accident as well. Like, thank God they sent someone over there to cover it, but that did not make me feel rest assured. In the end, she had two beautiful performances, and she kind of set herself up as the next big thing, which is all she could have hoped for at this competition, since, again, she's not eligible for Beijing 2022. In fifth place, we talk about a senior. In my head, she's also a junior, but she is actually eligible for the Olympics, unlike Isabeau. And as we have already seen, she was not named to the team. She did go for a triple axel on the free, which was, brave, but it ended up in a fall, and I don't think even if she had landed the triple axel, it's not consistent enough. I don't think that would have changed her hopes for getting to the team, but she was named the first alternate, so there is a big chance. It just takes one positive COVID test, girl, that she could go to the Olympics. So it's kind of insane being an alternate this year because the stakes are even higher. But honestly, even though she has this amazing chance to possibly go to the Olympics, I mostly just felt sad for her. Like, she looked really defeated during the free. Her makeup was crazy, that dreary outfit. I've hated it since the moment I saw it. And on top of that, she had all this pressure to land that triple axel, and as soon as she didn't land it, I feel like her whole demeanor, which is never really cheery, but just became extra sad. The cloud on top of her head became extra dark, and she was just really sad and crying at the end of her program, and I felt really bad for her. But hopefully next season, without the Olympic pressure, she'll do better. And who knows, maybe we'll see her at the Olympics. I don't know. This season's got me crazy. In ninth place, I just want to mention really quick, Star Andrews had probably my favorite dresses of the whole competition. Like, she looked genuinely beautiful. Hers and Isabeau's were probably my favorite, but Star, oh, those are the dresses I would want to wear if I was at this competition. In 10th place, we got to talk about Gracie Gold. I don't really talk about her, but she had kind of the feel-good movie moment of this entire competition because she kind of had a little comeback during the short. If you don't know, Gracie Gold was kind of the front runner back in the Zhenya days, the 2014-2015 era for USA, and then she kind of lost her way, but she has been fighting ever since. And this short was her most epic moment since then, since her glory days. She had a great short, and the audience was just there for her. The audience was cheering her on. You could tell that everybody at that stadium was just emotionally attached to her and was genuinely like proud to see her have this redemption arc moment. In an interview, she even said afterwards, "I was just overwhelmed that I really did everything that you could want. I built a whole career of bombing shorts at nationals and not from lack of training. To nail almost everything, not perfect, but what can you want?" And yeah, she kind of built this reputation of bombing the short and then never being able to get there because she mentally just couldn't get herself to have a clean competition. And to have her kind of nail that short was a very redeemable moment. But in the end, history did kind of repeat itself, but just it was in the free, because in the free she had lots of pops and it was just not the same confidence that we saw in the short. And I feel like the whole stadium just was sad-ish to watch this happen after that short magical moment. But she still should hold that short, that feeling that she had when the whole stadium was just cheering for her, as the emotion that she should aspire to when competing in future competitions if she chooses to continue competing. Now we need to move to the men, because in the USA, I didn't think so, but now the men is way more stressful than the ladies. Like, the ladies team, as the competition developed, sure, I did not expect it to go Mariah, Karen, like that, but it ended up being the team that we all knew it was going to be. It was going to be Alyssa in some way, Mariah, I knew somehow was going to get there, and Karen Chen, she made it there. So for the men, I thought it was going to be, Nathan, Vincent, Jason. Like, who else is there an argument really to be made for? Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you who. I don't even know his last name. That's how little I know this guy. Ilia Malinin. I don't really know how to say it because I've never said it before, because this boy, honestly, came out of nowhere. I should call him a man because what he is doing on the ice is insane. But you know what? Let's just go in order. In first place, of course, who else but the one, the only Nathan Chen. He had an amazing short, even though he looked like a penguin. And in the free, it felt like it was 2017 again, and we were all playing The Floor is Lava, because what the heck is going on, Nathan, with that shirt? I feel like it must be some sort of superstition that the uglier he looks, the better he skates, even though that didn't even work out here, because he had a sufficient amount of mistakes, even though he still won. Anyways, I critique his outfits because that's the most I can critique, because he came, he saw, and he conquered his 6th national title. The man is amazing, and there was no way he was going to lose the competition unless he absolutely bombed. Even with the fall in the free, a fall and a jump, and then a freak fall that we're going to talk about a little bit later, he was still a sure winner at this competition because of his amazing technical talent. Also, thank God he returned to the fan favorite and, in my opinion, the best program he has ever had, the Rocket Man program, because this is the energy the Olympic needs. Literally a viral moment immediately acquired. And if he nails it, it will be the moment of the men's event at the Olympics. Not just for his crazy jumps, but because the program is just cool. Like, the breakdown is endearing, out of the box for many and most people who don't think of figure skating programs to be that fun. And the freak fall, we need to talk about it because it did make me lose my breath, I'm not gonna lie. But here again, he shrugged it off because he knows he's gonna win. But at the Olympics, I'm gonna need him to clean this up. Although ironically, that would be another viral moment if he does have that freak fall again and just shrugs it off the same way he did it here. But yeah, Nathan, he killed it. He won, he came, he did it all. In second place, the plot twist kid, 17-year-old boy, Ilia Malinin. I hope that's how I say his name. He has thrown a wrench into everything because everyone is now torn about who the hell we're going to send to the Olympics. Remember, we only have 3 spots. And it was so clear. Jason, Vincent, Nathan. And then this kid shows up and he is amazing. Not just his quads are beautiful, but he has heart, he has soul, he skates with passion. He is an artiste. Maybe that's too far, but he skates in a compelling way. I don't know how else to say it. Also, the fact that he's so young adds a little bit of charm. It always does. Also, his little emo programs, like, I love very early 2000s angst, and that is back in vogue. That is making a comeback in popular culture. So also that makes me want to send him as well. Like, he could really rejuvenate the entire sport. He's a young boy. He's very, very talented. He's a cute kid. He has amazing costumes. Loved both of his costumes. The short one feels like a whisper of Yuzuru's Let Me Entertain You costume, best known as Shake That Ass Come Over Here Now Scream program. Like, I'm getting those vibes. It's the same costume but in a different font. But the quads, they're everywhere. The crowd loves him. I could feel myself and the crowd be enamored by his talent immediately. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Because I never saw this coming. I really did not think of this kid. Like, I know he did well in the Junior Grand Prix. Like, that's the only time I think I remember him being on my Twitter timeline. I think he won all his stages at the Grand Prix, so he doesn't have a grand body of work. But he does have a successful past. So there is an argument to send him to the Olympics because this is his first national event and he took it like a freaking champ. Not just does he end up in second, but the confidence just oozed out of him. Like, maybe he can take the Olympic pressure. Maybe we should send him. But like, do we risk him getting the kind of pressure that Nathan got when he was 18 and we sent him to the Olympics? Like, he did not handle that Olympic pressure well at that young age. But this guy's not Nathan, so we don't know. Maybe he will handle it. And I actually like both of his programs and his costumes. I don't know. I feel so bad, but I think we should send this kid. Which means that either Vincent or Jason cannot go. Because Nathan, of course, is going. But if Ilia goes, listen, the kid is cute on top of it, so we are one fan cam away of a generation of girls just falling in love with the sport because this kid has like a cool fan edit that went viral on TikTok. And that can happen if we send him to the Olympics. Also, we can make him a star so that the next time he goes to the Olympics, he's already a global, internationally known figure. Like, this kid, I don't know, I'm seeing star quality in this kid, and I think we should foster that in a sport that is very archaic for most young kids. I don't know, I have a lot to say about this kid. In third place, we had Vincent Zhou. He had a relatively good short. I still love the fact that his short is named after him. Boss move. We'll always appreciate that. And then the free, he struggled with his jumps. He had some shaky exits and a couple of falls. And I think that then affected his confidence throughout the rest of the program and his speed, because in the step sequence, it does not have as half the impact that it had previously. So Vincent did not make, in my opinion, a good case for himself, but he does have more quads than Jason, who ended up fourth. Jason, to me, had a great short. Like, we cannot leave Centerman out of this Olympic, guys. Like, Jason has to go. Centerman is my program, my favorite short program. Like, he has to go with this program. The world wants it, I want it, and Jason deserves it. I mean, the crowd was off its feet like 30 seconds before Centerman even ended because we love him that much. And this is why it's so hard, because now we have a fourth legitimate contender that has popped out seemingly out of nowhere. And then here's the thing. I don't love Jason's free. I don't feel that same attachment to freaking Schindler's List. I just don't. And I love the young kids 2 programs. So a lot of people are arguing that we should just send Jason, Ilia, and Nathan. Like, that is the most popular opinion, at least on my timeline on Twitter. But a lot of people are like, we have to send Vincent. He won the last nationals, right? Or was it the USA Grand Prix? I don't know, guys. Like, Vincent has had a good season. That's just a fact. And he has the experience, and he has the body of work to back it up. But Jason is a fan favorite, and he needs to go. He has to. Like, he deserves it. But then this kid is so talented, and I feel like if we need to praise the skaters. And I know it's a big praise and big gift to give to this kid because he had a good nationals, to send him to the Olympics. Like, that is a big, appraisal. But I think it's I think it'll do the sport overall good. If this kid does well at the Olympics, he could be our next star. He's 17. We need to foster that. I am like everybody else. I want Jason, Ilia, and Nathan. But something in me tells me that Vincent has worked too damn hard and has made himself too much of a name this season to not be sent. So there is a chance, I don't know if it's a big chance, but a chance that Jason might not make it. Even though I feel like Jason has made himself even a bigger name, bigger argument for being sent to the Olympics this season. But maybe not, because this season has not been stellar. Like, Vincent had moments this season. Jason has had moments, but I don't think as impactful. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. But if Jason does not go to this Olympics, I'm going to be heartbroken. But then again, if Vincent doesn't go, I'm also going to be very sad. But I feel like if Ilia doesn't go, we're just missing a grand opportunity. I think the most likely option is that Ilia won't go. But if they don't send him, I think it's so dumb of the federation. Like, he's actually competitive. Like, he's behind Nathan. Like, this kid if he can handle the pressure, he will set up the USA for a better chance at another medal. Unlikely, but likely. This competition, which reminds you all, could be a super spreader, has got me busting my head because what the hell is going on? How is there a plot twist at the end of this? I expected this from the Russian ladies, not from the US men. Oh god. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. This competition pulled me in every single direction. It had plot twist after plot twist after plot twist. Even though we knew somebody was going to end up positive with this competition, I did not expect it to be this way. And let me know what you think is going to be the men. Maybe by the time this video is up, the answer, it will be announced. But let me know what you guys think, if it isn't. And as always, shout out to Natalia, Leslie, Jordan, Timothy, Antonio Mansaca, Maria, Melissa, and Lauren. I hope I said that correctly. If you want to support me, Twitter, merch, and Patreon are all down below. And as always, I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.